Hey, you, welcome, welcome, welcome back. I apologize for the delay. We had some technical issues going on. My system crashed, so trying to figure out how to get it back on live, and um, hopefully the transition was a lot smoother than just trying to shut everything down. Because that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to go back live without having to shut everything down and restart it. And it looked like it kind of worked successfully, but maybe sort of kind of not. Anyway, we are waiting for the eighth race at Parks, and we've got 4 minutes to post. Doesn't look like there are any issues at Parks at the moment. So this is the Banjo Picker Stake Race. It's going 6 furlongs on the dirt. It's 7 starters, and it looks like all 7 starters will be um, participating. There were no scratches. So the one horse is Houghton Shuffle, 5-1, with Yarborough Ramos, or Abriel Ramus. I'm not sure how he pronounces it. Twisted Ride at 9-2 with Andy Hernandez. Maximum Merid Maximum Meridius or Meridius at 9-5, which is the favorite, and that's with Michael Sanchez. Wax Box at 15-1 with Sil Savitri Gonzalez. The 5 is Winning Time at 3-1 with Andrew Wolfsont. The 6 is Windsor Gold at 11-1 with Dexter Haddock. And last is Crab Daddy at 6-1 with Francisco Martinez. Now, my favorite here is Dexter. I will always bet Dexter because he's just my favorite jockey at parts. That's not to take away from any of the others, but Dexter just happens to be my favorite. He's a great long shot jockey. Every time I've bet him for a long shot, not every time. Well, yeah, because sometimes I don't bet him because he's a favorite. I like to bet him when he's a long shot, and most of the time when he's a long shot, he does bring those long shots in. So, um, but that's my initial pick. Uh, for regarding the horses, let's go to race number 8. Mm, let's see. Mm, Guess he's going for 6 furlongs. We like 5. Okay, we've got 2 minutes according to the TV for Parks Racing, and 9 minutes for the ninth race. 6 minutes. Oh, so they delay. I'm looking at the TV. I apologize, but I'm looking at the TV and it's saying Mama's eighth race in 9 minutes post time. And I'm looking at my screen and I had it on race nine and it's saying 6 minutes. Now I know good and well those two races cannot go on top of one another. They just can't. So there's been a delay. I don't know when race nine is supposed to happen, but they will let me know in a minute. So it's, I guess everything is just upside down right now on the East Coast because of the weather conditions. But anyway, let's go back to Hearts, which is post time. Um, and I have to do it this way just in case they decide not to, because they will do that from time to time. Decide not to have that race go off on TV. So let's see. Hearts. Oh, see, it's off.
Out of winning time scope. He sizzles on the front end, flanked to the outside by Maximus Meridius. Winning time on the outside, Maximus Meridius. Twisted Ride, then it's Crab Daddy Houghton Shuffle back to Waxbox, and at the back, still Windsor Gold. Maximus Meridius looms to the outside. Winning time pins his ears and fights back. These two hook up at the top of the stretch. Winning time holds the lead to the outside. Maximus Meridius. These two battling it out. They're putting on a show on the outside. Gaining late. Houghton Shuffle. Twisted Ride to the inside. Maximus Meridius has the lead. There's a 16th left. Houghton Shuffle keeps coming late. Maximus Meridius looking for the line. And Maximus Meridius takes the Banjo Picker Stakes. Houghton Shuffle second. Final time 1:10 and 3.
Okay, then. So, as you can tell, one of the reasons why I like betting at parks is because of the caller. She is, I think she's the only female caller that I know of that's in, that's in, thoroughbred racing that calls it a track. I could be wrong, and I don't know if there's ever been any before. I've spoken with her before. She's very pleasant, very pleasant. Um, but anyway, so it looked like Maximus Meritus won the race. Just to make sure. Yep, the Maximus Meritus won the race. The seven was very close behind him at 11-1. Um, but because it was even money, don't really put much stock into it at all. So trying to get a lead on what's going on with the ninth race. Oh, there's a photo finish for the Parks race. So we've got, I don't know for what position, but there's a photo finish. Three. Oh, the one beat the seven. Got it. So the three squeaked by. Wrong race. The three squeaked the one squeaked by the seven. So it was two favorites. So that makes it even less money. So that's it for the Parks race. The ninth race at Monmouth, I have to see when that, because unless they have, well, no, because race 8 hadn't gone off. See, they're showing post time for the race 8. Let's see what they're gonna do. And as soon as I let you know, because the next race for us that we will be covering is the ninth race. Wow. And it was 10 horses, 10 starters, and all but 4 have been scratched. Wow. I'm not even sure that's a race worth even having. So I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen, and then I'll let you know. Um, because after that, it's Ellis Park. Let's see where Ellis is. That's in 17 minutes. So no matter what happens at Monmouth Park, the ninth race is not going to be before this Ellis Park race. So we're going to move ahead to the Ellis Park. And I'll come back to the ninth race. And this is the 8th race, $175,000 race, Jeff Hall Memorial Stake. Oh yeah, it's still pouring down rain there at Monmouth Park. Jeff Hall Memorial Stake Race. It's going 6.5 furlongs on the dirt, and there are 10 starters in this race. These are 3-year-olds and up. The 6th horse has been scratched. And let's go through them real quick. The 1 is Echo Again at 31-1 with Jaime Torres. The 2 is Hear My Song at 7-1 with Edgar Morales. The 3 is Dreaming Blue at 6-1 with Rafael Bajarano. The 4 is Banishing at 2-1 with Francisco Arieta. The 5 is Trackmate at 11-1 with Alex Concepcion. The 7 is Zero Sugar at 5-2 with Christian Torres. The 8 is Speed King at 7-2 with Yadzit Hazelwood. The 9 is Dr. Sakali or Sakali, 35-1. That's with Summer Pauly. I have no idea who that is. And the 10 is Bourbon Bash at 14-1 with Keith Asmussen. And that's what we have at Ellis Park. I don't really have a quick glance other than Christian Torres. Christian Torres has beaten my behind so many times until I just do him across the board just for the sake of doing him across the board. Not that I expect him, I just cover my bet with him or cover my behind with him because, like I said, he has beaten me so many times in the past. So, but as far as uh go to this is Ellis Park. My grandson can be so funny sometimes. He just comes in with this big old smile on his face. Okay, race 8. The 6 is scratched. How far are they going? 6.5 frames. No more chocolate. Chocolate. No more chocolate. Whoa. But none of these horses have won in the last race. That's so okay. Randomly weird. But not necessarily. It depends on what type of race it is. I didn't look at I mean other than the stake race, of course. Look. Uh-huh. That's what happens when you leave them in there too long. Better eat the rest of them before they all end up going bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, so it doesn't say that these are non-winners, or these are haven't won in the last 3 races. So okay. Because to me, hmm. I like the 3. And I actually do like the 7, even though I know I would bet him across the board. But the rest of them, that's all I got in this race. Oh, maybe the 2? I don't know. Kind of hard to tell. But anyway, let's go see what's going on with the 9th race at Monmouth Park. 4 horses. I got to where I don't really care about this race. Let's see. With 4 horses, you don't even have any long shots in there worth betting. Oh, there it is. Ninth race, post time, 15 minutes. Oh, it's got it up here now. All right, I don't even think I talked about this race because there's really, in my mind, nothing to talk about. But we'll go through it anyway. So, ninth race. Monmouth Park. This is $100,000 race. This is the Wolf Hill stake race. It's going about 5.5 furlongs on the turf. Like I said, there were 10 starters. Now we're down to 4. 6 horses were scratched. So one is Super Quest at 2 to 5. That's the favorite with Ira Ortiz. The 3 is I'm a Gambler at 401 with Luis Riviera. The 8 is Spirited Soul at 7 to 1 with Martina Royes. And the 9 is Fierce and Strong at 3 to 1 with Jose Ferreira. Did you eat all of them? Yeah. You ate everything? Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. I mean, it's just okay. Got 5 minutes to post on this race. This is at Ellis Park. They're talking about the Monmouth race coming up, the $1 million Haskell Stakes race. Doesn't look like any of the horses have been scratched so far. I don't know if they're going to show Ellis Park race. They were supposed to be showing the Parks race, but they didn't show that either. So it just says minutes to post or MTP. And it's got 2 minutes, 12 minutes, 41 minutes, whatever the minutes are. They did that with parks, but they never showed the race. It never went back to show the race. It just disappeared. And I don't see parks anymore. Because the next race that we are covering at parks is not until I just want to make sure. Okay. Because these are kind of all coming back to back to back to back to back to back. Okay, so 5 minutes to post on this one. So it's 5 minutes to post the Parks ninth race. 8 minutes, no, 1 minute for the Ellis Park race, and 9 minutes for the Monmouth Park race. So the next park race, we do have one scratch, is the ninth race, and that is the Lil E.T. stake going 1 mile and 70 yards. And that's going to be on the dirt. And there are 6 starters. These are 3-year-olds. And let's go through these pretty quickly. Ellis Park is getting ready to start they're doing their circle dance right now. The one is Ponder and Dream. It's 3-2 with Mikhail Sanchez. The 2 is Melita at 6-1 with Abner Adorno. The 4-horse Mr. Me at 5-2 with Frankie Pennington. The 5 is Our Magical Moon at 3-1 with Heber Koi. Pardon me if I pronounce his name wrong. The 6 is Our Nation at 6-1 with Martin Chewin. So this is 3 minutes to parks or to post time. Ellis Park is getting ready to go off. They're doing their circle dance. And then Monmouth, we still have 7 minutes for that one. So we got 3 races back to back to back to back, and I think I covered them all. So we got the Wolf, the Jefferson Hall, and the little E.T. Okay. They are heading in the gate at Ellis Park.
Forward he goes, postward here. as the 9-5 favorite looking to repeat in the Jeff Hall Memorial post time race number 8 at Ellis Park.
On the Jeff Hall Memorial, Zero Sugar flies out to the lead, and Banishing is up close along with Speed King. And Hear My Song is also in close attendance to the leader line. He's fourth from the inside. Bourbon Bash has the fifth position. Following him, Dreamin' Blue with Echo again. Dr. Cycle is second last, and Trackmate is the last of all. Banishing and Hear My Song and Zero Sugar. And also pushing his Speed King 4 wide. And Echo again is up close. He's only 2.5 off the lead at the 3/8. That's a length to Dreamin' Blue with Bourbon Bash. Dr. Cycles a little less than 5.5 or 6 off the lead, riding the rail through the turn. And Trackmate is still at the back. Here is Hear My Song, the 23 and 24 champion, to confront the defending champion. Banishing, and they're hooked up in a huge battle for Jeff Hall Memorial bragging rights, and it's Banishing who has the lead. And Hear My Song is testing him along the inside. Dreamin' Blue tries to gather momentum, then Echo again, and Dr. Cycling from the rail, but it's Banishing who's doing the best work to the 16th. Dreamin' Blue is the late threat. Banishing with 2 lates. Banishing is the leader. It's Banishing and Francisco Arietta dominating the Saturday card. Banishing the defending champion once again in the Jeff Hall Memorial from Dreamin'
So
Blue.
it was
Hear My
4,
Song and Echo again and Dr. Cycling.
4, 3, 2, I think is the way it came. Now we're going to go over here to Parks. They're in the gate.
Off and racing. In the Little ET Stakes, Ponder and Dream came out alertly as they go by the finish line for the first time, and Mr. Me, he's up to join him. Then it's My Lotta. Our Notion
I
to
don't
the
know if I see
inside.
it, but I
Our
always bet
Magical
on
Moon
Frankie
takes off the
Pendleton.
pace, fifth and last. They go into the first turn. Ponder and Dream. He leads the way. In second, the gray Mr. Me.
Right
Then
now
it's
it's
My Lotta,
1, 4,
followed by
2,
Our
6.
Notion and Our Magical Moon, who's not far off. He's just 5 or 6 off of Ponder and Dream, who's doing it well within himself. He leads the way through an opening quarter, 23 and 1. Ponder and Dream sets the early pace. Mr. Me, he tracks in second. Our Notion, he advances to third to his inside, My Lotta. And Our Magical Moon, he skims the rail. He's beginning to advance. The field pretty close together, just about 4 lengths separates them. And Ponder and Dream holds that lead. Mr. Me continues to chase. That's a wall of 3. My Lotta to the outside. Our Notion, Our Magical Moon with a half mile to go. 47 and 2 for the half. The pace is set by Ponder and Dream. Mr. Me holds his ground in second. Our Magical Moon, Our Notion, My Lotta right in the thick of things. And let out a notch, Ponder and Dream. He says, come and catch me as they head around the far turn. He's been confidently handled. Ponder and Dream opens up on Mr. Me as they head around the far turn. A quarter mile to go. Ponder and Dream, Mr. Me,
Nobody's gonna meet
Our
that
Magical Moon,
1.
Our Notion, and My Lotta. They're all giving chase. And by himself at the top of the stretch, Ponder
He
and
sure
Dream, he
is.
has opened up. Ponder and Dream has left them in his dust. He's pouring it on now. Ponder and Dream going to win by as much as he wants. There's the 16th left. And Ponder and Dream, very impressive in the Little ET Stakes. Ponder and Dream geared down at the line. He gets the win. Mr. Me second, followed by Our Notion. Final time, 1:43 and 1.
So it came 1, 4. I don't know who they came third. Here, next race, 9th race. Ooh, no wonder. Hey, it's more than sloppy. That's muddy, muddy, muddy.
One, 4, 6, and 5. Number 1, Ponder and Dream. The 4, Mr. Me, followed by the 6, Our Notion, and the 5, Our Magical Moon. 1, 4, 6, and 5.
would he kill the fish?
No. One.
Well, yeah, you leave them out of water. So cute. Okay, so we're waiting for the ninth race to start. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 horses are still in the race. After this, the next race will be at Saratoga. Which is the eighth race. Let me go ahead and pull it up now. Because you will never know what the schedule is because everything has changed so much. Saratoga. Eighth race. So that's in 18 minutes. So that's the $225,000 Coronation Cup Stakes going 5.5 furlongs on a turf, and there are 8 starts, and 3 of those 8 have been scratched to 1, 7, 8. And these are 3-year-old fillies. Okay, here we go. This is the ninth race.
And they're off. Super Quest did not break well. Super Quest with a very awkward beginning. At the back of the pack after
It's
that
only
start,
4
Spirited
horses.
Soul
He'll
off
get
the
back
lead.
in
Super
front
Quest
in no
rushing
time.
up to be part of the action. In fact, he snatches the lead. He had to use some energy to get to where he's at after that bad beginning, but he's taken the lead in the slot with a half mile to go. It's Super Quest on the lead, 1.5 lengths in front. Spirited Soul runs in the second position. I'm a Gambler third. As they go into the turn, Fierce and Strong, last year's winner at the back now. As they round the far turn, Super Quest, 3 furlongs to go in a 2-length lead. On Spirited Soul in the second position, I'm a Gambler under a ride. In that third spot, Fierce and Strong, not his day today. Quarter mile more to go for Super Quest, clear by 3. He's opened up. I'm a Gambler, level second with Spirited Soul as they come off the turn, but Super Quest is still clear, switches leads, opens up 4, maybe even 5 with a furlong left to go. I'm a Gambler second, and Spirited Soul at fourth is Fierce and Strong, and that's how they'll finish, it appears. Super Quest right to the lead after that bad beginning. He was much the best in the Wolf Hill Stakes. Second home, I'm a Gambler, then Spirited Soul, and Fierce and Strong. Oh, it's a very awkward and clunky beginning for the one here in Super Quest. Goes gate to wire anyways here in the Whipville Stakes, but what happens?
Okay. So there's that race. We just got the Mouse Park race down. Next is Saratoga. That starts in 16 minutes. And I will be back. This race goes off at 4:49. So I will be back before this race goes. Just make sure the next race, 10th race at Monmouth Park. It'll be a minute before that one goes off because the races have been pushed. So I'm not going to miss anything. There's no way that's going live in 3 minutes. And then the 10th race at Parks will not be going off until oh, 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna take a break until come back for the race at Parks. It looks like, and that race is going to begin at 4:43. So that's in a few minutes. So I'll be back before that one starts. So stay tuned. Hey, you. I'm back again to cover the next race. The Saratoga 8th race is getting ready to go off. It's 1 minute to post. This was, this is the 8th race. It's $225,000. The Coronation Cup race, stake race, going 5.5 furlongs on a turf, and it's got 8 starters, and 3 of those 8 starters have been scratched. The two Fair at the as the favorite 1 to 2 with John V. The 3 is Sapphire Beach at 2 to 1 with Jose Ortiz. The 4 is Cadenza at 6 to 1 with Manny Franco. The 5 is Hark the Angel Sing at 13 to 1 with Jaime Rodriguez. And the 6 Snowface Princess 15 to 1 with Ricardo Santana. These are okay. I thought they were scratching someone else. These are the scratches for today. The 1, the 7, and the 8. Like I mentioned before, I'm still keeping an eye on Parks. Uh, um, which is in 2 minutes. So I will also cover these real quick. Parks, this is the make sure that Mama isn't on. Oh, it's 2 minutes, so we're gonna go back and forth. So this is Saratoga going off now. They're going into the gate. We will move over to, I'm not sure if it's going to be Parks or if it's going to be Monmouth, but we'll find out in a minute.
Pre-alertly, but it is Sapphire Beach who gets to the front as expected, and Cadenza is third through the opening furlong. Hark the Angels Sing and Snowface Princess at the back of the field. Jose Ortiz and Sapphire Beach lead the way with the heavy favorite Fair just 3/4 back. Now a length and a half back as Sapphire Beach tries to sprint away through a quarter that went in 22 and 2/5 seconds. Sapphire Beach, Cadenza now takes up the chase in second. Fair a close third. Hark the Angels Sing. Snowface Princess at the back. They turn for home. And Sapphire Beach is the leader. On the inside, Fair gets a clear angle now, and these two come past the furlong pole. It is Sapphire Beach and Fair. Fair on the outside.
Yeah, he
Shows class, and that's that.
Fair.
To win the Coronation Cup by 3. Sapphire Beach did her best, but was second best. Cadenza third.
So there's that race. So they are just hitting the track. Oh, they're going off at Parks.
And now they're all in. Off and racing in the Stormcat Stakes, stumble at the start for Dylan's Ruby on the outside. Bartlett came out well, goes right to the lead, and Quasi Warrior up to join him. Then it's to the inside, Gordian Knot, Dylan's Ruby. Uncle Heavy will have his work cut out for him. He is fifth and last. Quasi Warrior takes the lead as Bartlett goes wide on the first turn. Gordian Knot settles into third. Then it's Dylan's Ruby and a long way back to Uncle Heavy. Quasi Warrior, he leads the way as they head through the first turn. Quasi Warrior Bartlett now chases in second, just about 3/4 of a length back. Gordian Knot, he's third. Dylan's Ruby. Uncle Heavy at the back, 23 flat the opening quarter, set by Quasi Warrior. Bartlett, he's content to track in second. Then it's Gordian Knot, losing a little bit of ground. Dylan's Ruby, Uncle Heavy, he's getting a little bit closer. He's still fifth and last, but trying to close that gap. Quasi Warrior
It's
let
5,
out a notch. He has a
6,
half
2,
mile to go.
3
He is
right
led
now.
throughout. Bartlett content to chase. Then it's Gordian Knot back to Dylan's Ruby and Uncle Heavy. 47 flat for the half. They head into the far turn, and Quasi Warrior trying to take them all the way. Bartlett has gotten the cue. Now he's inching closer to make a race of it as they head around the far turn. Quasi Warrior under pressure from the formidable Bartlett. Then it's back to Gordian Knot, Uncle Heavy at the back, Dylan's Ruby. They head around the far turn. Bartlett has taken over. Quasi Warrior fights back, but Bartlett hits the top of the stretch, full of run. Bartlett with the lead. Uncle Heavy has found his stride. He's trying to reel in Bartlett.
He sure
who's opening
is.
up under Frankie Pennington on the outside. Uncle Heavy. Bartlett. There's a 16th left. Bartlett trying to fend off Uncle Heavy. These two making a race of it, but it is Bartlett. Too much class. Bartlett gets the Stormcat Stakes. Uncle Heavy
That
a good
full
second,
horse
followed by
went
Gordian
from
Knot.
last
Final time,
to
143
second.
and 3.
Mm-hmm. So that is the finish of the 10th race at Parks. We're just now waiting for the 10th race at Monmouth. And they are heading in the gate at Monmouth Park. Oh, that is Charlie Marquez. I haven't seen him in a long time. Jose Gomez, yeah. Irad, Louise, Tyler, Louise, and Paco. I don't have time to talk about these because these are in the gate.
$100,000 regret stakes. And to the outside post, Disco Evo. Disco Evo, go you. We're ready to go on the regret stage. And we're off. Uneventful beginning. Disco Evo on the far outside, Echo Sound, these two quickest away. Echo Sound to the lead, Miss Bucaro on the pink not far off. Jewel of the Ocean, the state bred moving up. And here comes Jewel of the Ocean to contest the pace with the favorite Echo Sound and neck behind. A 3D Disco Evo is right there too. Miss Bucaro settles off the speed, 2 off the pace on the rail. Gap of 4 to Summers coming. Ticking time blind. She's second to last. It's going to be Jose. The back of the field as they go into the forward turn. A contentious battle up top. A 3-way go. Jewel of the Ocean, out of those 3, the first one under pressure. Echo Sound in front with Disco Evo, who keeps chugging along outside of her. Echo Sound short lead, just a nose though. Disco Evo right there to the outside. 2 back to Miss Bucaro, creeping in nicely from third. Jewel of the Ocean is bowing out, and then comes Summers coming, getting to the outside for the stretch drive. They're off the turn. Echo Sound trying to put away Disco Evo at the 3/16 and does so. And she opens up Echo Sound with a burst and kicks away to a 4-length lead. 5, she is running away. Ticket time blind trying to rally on here with Summers coming, but as they come to the line, it is a successful 4-year-old debut for Echo Sound, and Luis Saez, a dominant winner of the regret. Second home Cape Summer's coming. Then from far out of it, it's good to be Jose rallied on for third. Ticking time clock was fourth.
I didn't realize the name of the horse was It's Good to Be Jose. I thought he was talking about the jockey. That's so funny. Anyway, we are down one more race. The next race that's coming up is it's either the 11th race at Monmouth Park, which is the United Nations stake race, or it's the 11th race coming up at Parks, which is again, this one's 20 minutes out. I'm not sure. Have they posted with the time? 10 minutes. I don't know if that's a real time, because that seems to be very short between races. I mean, it really does seem very short between races. But anyway, we've got the 11th race at Monmouth Park, which is the $500,000 race. United Nations stake race is going a mile and 3/8 on the turf. And we've got the Parks 11th race, $100,000. Dr. Teresa Memorial Stake race is going 7 furlongs in the dirt. And then one more after that, which is the big race at Monmouth Park, which is the $1 million race. That's the 12th race. That's the NYRA Betts Haskell Stakes race. That's what this day of racing has been waiting for, because this one is the win and you're in it. Winner goes on to the Breeders' Cup, and I think it's the Breeders' Cup Classic, if I'm not mistaken. So that's where we are right now. So Monmouth, I can close this one. Saratoga, we're done for today as far as Saratoga is concerned. 18 minutes, 8 minutes. I'm not very confident that that is correct.
Pick 4.
Let's see how long when they're going to say it's going to be, because there's no way it's 7 minutes. Okay, so now they're saying Monmouth Park is in 16 minutes, which makes more sense. So Parks will be sooner. So once again, we are between races, and I will be back long before the Parks race goes off.
Please.
Okay, so it looks like I am back. Because it looks like Mammoth Park Race 11 is about ready to go off, and Parks Race 11 is also looking like it's about ready to go off. So I'm just waiting for the horses to get to the gate. I did not talk about race 11 in either park or Mama's Parks or Mammoth. So let's go through it real quick. The race 11. Oh, I did talk about this one. The Mammoth Park race 11 is $500,000. It's the United Nations stake. It's going a mile and eighth, mile and 3/8, and it's on a turf, and it is 8 starts. Right now, looks like all but the number 2 horse has been scratched. These are 3-year-olds and up. Eldest son, 46-1 with Jose Ferreira. Echo Lane, 7-1 with Luis Saez. 4 is Program Trading at 6-5, which is the favorite with Flavian Pratt. 5 is Thundering at 18-1 with Tyler Gaffleon. 6 is Uncle's Gold. It's 9-2 with Paco Lopez. The 7, Just a Touch at 7-5 with Ired Ortiz. And the 8 with Post Command is 57-1 with Charlie Marquez. We're still waiting. It's post. Oh, they haven't even gotten to that. So let's switch over to Parks real quick. There are 10 horses in this race. This is the Parks $100,000 Dr. Teresa. Sorry, something popped up in front of me. Dr. Teresa Garofalo. Going 7 furlongs on the dirt, 10 starts. This is fillies and mares, so these are girls. They are getting ready into the gate for race 11. See what they're doing at Parks. Okay, so they haven't gone off yet at Parks. So they are lining up for Monmouth. They are all in the gate.
From the United Nations. Just the touch, a little bit sluggish coming out of there. He's in the second last position, trying to make up ground right now. Thundering, he's on the lead. There goes Just a Touch outside of Uncle's Gold. And these 2 coming after Thundering, who's on a hold to relax, going into the forward turn for the first time. Just a Touch taking it to him. And there he strides to the front. So Just a Touch getting to
okay, so Parks just went off too.
Uncle's Gold. He runs in the second position in the early stages, Thundering in a good spot. He's third, tracking the pace kindly. Gap with 2 to Post Command. Then comes Echo Lane. Program Trading, second to last, as one runner beat, and that's Eldest Son as they come by us for the first time. Just a touch on the good turf today. Leads the way. Like Uncle's Gold, pretty keyed up here. Wants to get after that front runner. He's kept outside on a pretty strong hold here. Uncle's Gold challenging Just a Touch with 1 lap to go. They're even. They've opened up 4 or 5 on Thundering, who's into the 3rd position. Post Command dragging in his rider, and he claims the 4th position as they go into the first turn for the first time here. Echo Lane is next. Gap of 3. Program Trading and Eldest Son still at the back of the pack. A contentious tempo on the lead. Just a touch. He's got company. Uncle's Gold is hounding him, and they're still well clear. 5 or 6 lengths. Thundering in the third position, post command, Echo Lane is 3 wide, patiently ridden, 4 clear of program trading. He'll attempt to do his best running later. And the gray eldest son at the back of the field as they're strung out now. Uncle's Gold just a touch. Nose and nose. Uncle's Gold, nose in front, just a touch, stick it to him. And these two are 6 lengths ahead. Thundering. Finding his time at the third position now. Post command next. Echo Lane in the 3 path with that pair as they go to the turn. Program trading going okay. He's still second to last. Eldest son at the back as they corner. Uncle's Gold just a touch coming back to the group. Thundering is moving up without being asked in the 3 path now. Just a touch under pressure. Uncle's
There
Gold
he
has the
is.
lead. But here's Thundering on the scene and program trading on the outside is asked for more now. Program trading looking good at the top of the lane, and he's up to challenge the front runner Thundering. Here's program trading to the lead, sailing by Uncle's Gold, and third is Thundering. There's a 16th to go, and program trading is running away for Claravich Stables and Chad Brown. 2 United Nations in a row for them. Program trading wins it by 2.5 lengths. Uncle's Gold was second, Thundering third, and Echo Lane was fourth.
So program trading won the race, and
Early on, he was far back, but a big move on the far turn. And
okay, so that was the race. The race at Parks went off, and it looks like it was Nature's Candy that won. The 2 was Foxy Jr. came second. 1, 2, 8, and 4. So that was 1, 2, 8, and 4. So the 1 horse, the 2 horse, the 8 horse, and the 4. Don't know what happened to the favorite. I wasn't watching it, so and they may have said and they may not have said. But anyway, that is it for Parks. And then we got the big race coming up at Monmouth. That is going to be, let's see. This one was actually scheduled for 5:45, so let's see if it's still scheduled for 5:45. Yeah, it's still scheduled for it, so they kind of got everything back on track with these. So this is the NYRA Bets Haskell race. Race 12 is going a mile and an eighth. On the dirt, these are 7, and all 7 are still in the race. There have been no scratches so far. Number 1 is Star Sweeper with Luis Rivera. Further Ado, I know that horse. 2-1 with Ired Ortiz. Baby Vino at 15-1. That's with Jorge Vargas. The Puma, I know that horse at 2-1 with Luis Saez. Iron Honor, that one totally rings a bell. 7-1 with Flavian Pratt. Napoleon Solo, definitely at 2-1 with Paco Lopez. And Osili 9-1 with Tyler Gafflio. So these are the horses that are going to be racing in about, I'm going to say 20 minutes, because it takes them a while to go through the post and everything. I mean, go through the circle dance and get to the gate and stuff like that. And plus they want bettors to have an opportunity to put in their last single absolute dollar before the race goes off. So I still got to stick with my Paco in this race. And Jorge. I mean, the rest of them, I will not take anything away from them. These are just my favorite jockeys that I know will race, have gone and have raced at multiple tracks, and have done very well at those tracks. And they're great jockeys, and I mean, they're not. I think they're underrated jockeys is the best way I would describe it. Um, because they are very good, not to take away anything from the other phenomenal jockeys in this race. Tyler is my go-to guy. I will bet him from time to time. I bet him when his brother's in the same race. That's when I bet him, because sometimes they can bring me in some good money. Saez is another one. I bet him. It depends on what his odds are, though. If he's got great odds against him, then I will bet him heavily, because he's pretty good at bringing in those long shots. But in this one, he's 2-1, and it's fluctuating between the Puma and Napoleon Solo at this point. Pratt, I don't know. I do bet him, but he's not my go-to. Unless I see something really, really strong that I want to say, I'm going to bet him. I don't know. He's a great jockey. There's nothing wrong with him in any of them. Like I said, I just have my little favorites. And I think I bet for the underdogs, because Paco is, I think in my mind, he's considered an underdog, even though he's a great jockey, just like Jose Vargas. Or Jorge Vargas. Sorry, Jorge Vargas. He's a great jockey. I think, but like I said, I vote for the underdogs. So that's all I got for this one. Now I'm gonna go in between, and I will be back definitely by before 5:49. That is absolutely for sure. Hey, you, I'm back. We are at post time. It's still very muddy track. At least it's not raining, but this is the last race for Monmouth Park. This is the Haskell race. And understand, or just so that you know, that this is a win and you're in it race for the Breeders' Cup. Again, I don't know if this is for the Breeders' Cup Classic or a different division, but this is an important race for, and they're off me.
It's Haskell. The Puma stumbled just a little bit coming out of there. He's going to drop to the back of the field. Further ado has speed, and so does the Preakness winner, Napoleon Solo. And Napoleon Solo is going to go on with it here. Further ado, Irad Ortiz Jr. happy to track right behind the second leg of the Triple Crown winner. It's Napoleon Solo on the lead. He's cleared off too. He's comfortably clear. Well off the rail here into the first turn right. He's on top by 2. Star Sweeper second. Further ado kept outside, and he's level second around the clubhouse turn. Then comes Iron Honor in the 4th position. The local Baby Vito is next. Oselli, the richest maiden ever. He's at the back of the pack with the Puma. They'll have to pass him all, make up 6 lengths in 3/4 of a mile onto the backstretch. Napoleon Solo went at a slow pace, 24 seconds flat for a 1.125 on the wet surface here. It's not that fast. Napoleon Solo, a length and a tail ahead. Further ado, no excuses. Right behind him, tracking second. Star Sweeper at 75 to 1 alongside. Length and a half back to Baby Vito, making an early move on the rail. Iron Honor patiently ridden 5th, and he's 4 or 5 off the lead going into the turn. Oselli, the Puma are next as they go into that turn. Napoleon Solo still well off the rail. He's the leader of length. Baby Vito has made his way into second, and he's coming after Napoleon Solo around the turn. And further ado is moving forward.
He sure is.
He's lost the position. He's right there. The others really need to get going as they come.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to seal it out. The local Baby Vito.
He's sure 28 to 1.
Head on the inside.
Who's on that? Oh, Vargas. Those two. Vargas and Paco.
Napoleon Solo.
He pulled it off. You go, Vargas. You go, boy.
Ran his best career race today, and he picked a great day today. Solo in second, and then a big space back to the minors. Further ado, Iron Honor.
That was a great race. Nobody would have thought that. But I told you, Jorge Vargas and Paco, okay, first and second, you cannot keep them out of the race. They are fantastic. I was just talking about this. They are phenomenal jockeys. Phenomenal. Anyway, so that made the day worth waiting for, the race worth waiting for. 28 to 1. Whoo! I don't even know where the favorite further ado came in that race. That was awesome. That was awesome. I'm gonna be talking about that when I do the recap, because they are just he's so proud. Good for him. Good for him. Excellent. Nobody had that 3. Nobody had that 3. I saw him. I kept looking up, and everybody was betting the 2 and the 6 for sure. And yeah, 28 to 1. Wow. All right, so that is the end of this portion of the stake races for today. And we've got 2 more that's coming up, and I'm calling it my nightcap races at Del Mar. They don't start until 8:30 this evening Eastern time. So I am going to actually sign on, because that's a long time. And I will come back at about 8:15. And there are only 2 races that I'm going to be covering. That's the 8th and 9th race at Del Mar. Then I'll sign off for sure. And then tomorrow I will be recording the recap. Usually I do it at the end of the video, but I'm trying to change up things just to see what works better. But anyway, that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the day today. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and help me grow a channel that I'm trying to get more fans involved in the world of horse racing. And I think that's all I have on Thursday. I'm going to say it now, but on Thursday, I do a segment called Dab's Road to Glory. And my focus at this particular point is the road to the Breeders' Cup, which is why this last race, the Haskell Stake race, was really interesting because it is part of the road to the Breeders' Cup. So if you want to know more about the Breeders' Cup, come and join me, or take a look on my page. I record every Thursday, so I'll be there. And I hope to see you there too. Otherwise, I will see you in a couple of hours, and then we can wrap up for the day. Until then, take care. Bye. Happy racing.
And now, coming to the track, Miss Lady Dabs.